Hi and welcome to our video tutorial series on using your Nexus 7 device. In this video we're going to talk about setting up multiple user profiles. Now, multiple user profiles is a feature that's unique to Android tablets. It allows you to have almost like two separate logins, similar to the way you would log into your network profile on a school computer. You can log into separate profiles on your device and it will transfer over all logins. So if you used it for your personal stuff, it'll have your emails separated in the two separate sections, your calendars, your Facebook logins, your game high scores, which is a really handy feature when multiple people are sharing a device, either whether it be multiple people in a family or a school staff member and a student. So to see which profile you're currently logged in, we're going to pull down from the top. And you'll see this head here on the top right of the screen, right here. And when you click on it, it'll tell you which user is logged in right now. We'll click on it now, and you'll see I'm logged into this FLVT8 user, but there's also a Kevin user, a guest user, which you can define what permissions you give just guests, and you can add a user. Underneath at the bottom, you'll see it says more settings, and that'll allow you to manage what the users can do. The main initial user, which in this case is the FLVT08 user, can manage what other users do, and also they can manage more settings in the general settings section than the other users can. So if you have a profile for students, they won't be able to change nearly as many settings as your main user can, and they can't delete you as a user, but you could delete them, for example. We'll click on more settings. And here you can see a trash can that allows you to delete other users. Those users won't be able to see that trash can. And you can click on the three vertical dots in the top right here. And you can even say add users when the device is locked. So do you want to make it so that other people can add users when the device is locked? And when we click on add user or profile, it'll say do you want to add a user, and they'll have their own apps and content, or a restricted profile, which you can restrict access to apps and content from your account. Click on restricted profile, and we can call this student. Okay, and here it's the exact same as your profile, but you turn off and on apps that they can see. So right now settings is on, and we can turn that has to stay on, but we can turn on other apps. So we want them to be able to see the calculator, we want them to be able to see the breathing app, but say we don't want them to be able to see the Chromecast app, so we'll leave that off. Maybe we will allow them to print using Google Cloud Print if that's enabled. We want them to see Docs, Drive, but we don't necessarily want them to see Gmail, for example. So when we're all finished, we'll go back and we'll set up the profile now. And it looks like a brand new device. We'll unlock it, and as you can see, it's already ready to go, and only the apps that you have allowed them to access are viewable. We'll pull down from the top to switch back to ourselves, touch the dot, click on FLVT08. You'll notice that we needed to have the login to be able to switch users at that time, but initially we didn't need to have the login to be able to go into our student's profile. We could set that up if we wanted to. However, we have a lot more control. So restricted profiles are great if you want to say the same as my tablet except for a couple things. And that's the quickest and easiest way to use it, because you can add apps onto your account and profile using the school Gmail account login, and you can make it so that they have access to apps that you've downloaded, but they don't have access to your personal information, or to apps maybe that they might be really obsessive over. You can just temporarily remove it in the settings section of the user profile. Another more permanent solution for multiple users is by clicking the add user button here, and we would just go OK to add a full user. You can also see that in the multiple section. So it's an add another user, and that makes it so that it's like their own entire tablet. They have to log into Google. I can't even click on that right now because it'll end this video, because it'll close this app and switch to another section of the device as if it's its own new tablet. And from there you would log in and begin a new tablet fresh as if you just opened it and unpacked from the box. And once you're logged in there, you can switch back and forth from an account. That would be really great if you have multiple staff members and you want them to be able to have your own information and device usages. Again, we saw that you pulled down from users. We can delete different users, and we can click on that cog and click on that restricted profile to edit what they can do. You can change the name of the profile and again go to see what apps they can use. You'll see that some apps have cogs beside them, settings wheels, and also initial options. So enable Google search. I am going to enable Google search. So now they can do the search on Google. I can click on this cog here, that little settings button. And I guess that cog only gives that one option, but you might want them to be able to read books on the Overdrive app. So it really gives a good user control. This can make it so that you don't add apps that have in-app purchases. You can keep the Play Store out of the picture, so that way, although it would ask for the login for the Father Leonard Bentigam app, this will make it so they can't even go into the Play Store or won't even be tempted. You might have fun game apps that they could play during time off, like Minecraft or other fun games that they can use, and you can just go in here and turn them off if you find that they need to be removed from the student's view altogether. So in addition to screen pinning, having multiple users is a really great feature of Android tablets and specifically the Nexus 7, and I encourage you to use it when working with your students. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.